When did you get the calculator?
Okay, thank you. No, I just got it like 2 3 days ago. I was just opened it right now.
Oh, okay.
So I feel excited, but I know I'm going to be disappointed when I start to use this because
No, it's good. Look, technology, initially, there is some internal resistance because of which we will always have that thing that, oh, it is too difficult. But once you are used through with that, you'll find it relatively better.
yes,
The only thing is, I'll tell you, the biggest reason why we can't accept that calculator is because we already have very good alternatives available, which are better than that. Okay. But yeah, statistical calculations are very good in calculator. You have to just feed the data and you have to just press the buttons to get all the answers. And that is allowed in exam. Okay. So you will gradually understand that, yeah, it is a good thing. Okay. So let us have a look at the first question. Point 1 minus 1 comma 4 lies on the curve with equation. State the coordinates of the image of the point on the curve with the following equation. Okay, now this question needs lots of visualization because you will not be able to draw the curve. Okay, fx is not given, but at least we have a point. Okay, now you have to understand one thing, that if I want to get the reflection of this point, like every time we are finding image of point P on the curves with the following equation. Okay, so if we are finding image of point P, how do we get, like what can be the normal criteria? A very important point which you can read in this, it is not mentioned anywhere that image of point P on what. If it is literally a mirror image, then they will always mention on x-axis, on y-axis, on a certain line. Nothing is mentioned. Nothing is mentioned means you have to just understand that you need to transform this point as per these given functions. That will be treated as the image only. Okay. So to cut it short, for the first one, the image of point P, or I can say the new point P dash, will be minus 1 comma 4 plus 3, that is 7. It is fx plus 3. fx plus 3, fx plus minus a is a transformation which actually lifts the graph up or down. So this will only change the y value. It will not change x value. So x coordinate remains the same. Y coordinate will be lifted by 3 unit. Okay. Everyone, is it clear?
yes, it's clear.
So I hope the word image is clear. Image literally doesn't mean the mirror image. Okay. Image means this is also an image only. Okay. Just a new point. F of x plus 3. What type of transformation is this?
So stretching,
No.
compressing.
No.
No, no, no. Wait. It goes up and down.
Okay, look. Y is equal to fx plus minus a is vertical shift.
Yes, sir.
If you have forgotten, quickly write it down. And then from the playlist, you can also watch the video of transformation after this lecture.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. The earlier lecture, so that all the basics will be clear. Y is equal to f of x plus minus a is a horizontal shift. Okay. Y is equal to a fx is vertical stretch, stretch, vertical stretch, and y is equal to f of ax is horizontal stretch. Stretch involves both compression and we can call it as extension or elongation. Okay, stretch means both the type, expansion and compression. So this is horizontal stretch and the above one was vertical stretch. So broadly, the whole transformation is divided into these four only. And out of these four, the further classification is either it will be a shift or it will be a stretch. Now in shift and stretch, both it can be either vertical or it can be horizontal. Okay, so this is how it has been classified. Now based on this, we can attempt the remaining questions. Over there, it was not asked that what type of shift is this. You can directly get the answer. But yeah, you should know. So y is equal to f of x plus 3. What is happening in this? You have to just put x plus 3. You have to put x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 3. It means that the whole graph is shifted by 3 units to the left. Okay. So my point is minus 1 comma 4. Minus 1 comma 4. It
Yeah.
will become minus 1 minus 3. That is minus 4.
Yes.
X coordinate will become minus 4 and there is no change in y coordinate. So
Oh
this,
yeah, so because in this one it's the opposite, right? If it's like a plus, it goes minus. If it's a minus, it goes plus.
yeah, but not preferred to learn. Okay. Always have a look at this thing. Like you should know that how we are getting that left or right. So whatever
Okay.
factor is there, you have to just put it equal to 0. And then from there you will get x is equal to something. And that will just clearly make you understand that whether it will be going left or right. Okay, next. 3fx. Is it changing the x value or only y value?
So I think it's like multiplying by 3 or
Multiplying by 3. So 3 is multiplied to the whole fx. Fx in our point is 4. Okay. So it means x coordinate will be minus 1, but this 3fx will multiply 4 by
Mhm.
3 and that will become 12. So
Okay,
this
so
is
yeah.
the new point, minus 1 comma 12. And the last one, how do we do it? You have to always understand this thing that whenever we have y is equal to f of ax, your x coordinate is going to be divided by a. Always. Okay, your x coordinate will be divided by a. Okay, this is clear. Is this clear? Like why it will be divided by a? Or anyone have doubt in this? If anyone have doubt, quickly let me know. We can take one example and I can tell you why it will be divided by a.
So let's take an example then, sir.
Okay, so the best example with which you can very easily understand is graph of sine. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take y is equal to sine x and comparatively I'll take y is equal to sine 2x. Okay, you have your calculators with you. I want you to use it along with like I'll be drawing and you can use the calculator and tell me the value. Now this is pi and 2 pi and this is 0 in general. Okay. Now when I'll be talking about sine 2x will either compress or stretch by a factor of 2. It will be either of them. Okay. Not stretch, either it will be compressed or it will be expanded by a factor of 2. Both are categorized under stretch only. Now my point is what I said earlier, that whatever is the a value, my x coordinates are divided by a. It means the coordinate which I am getting it over at pi, in the sine 2x graph, I'll be getting it at pi by 2 only. This 2 by, I will be getting it at pi only. It means that the whole graph is compressed by a factor of 2. And that's why Pi is over here only. So that's why the new graph will be just drawn like this. Okay. In your calculator, if you want, you can check the value. Like sine pi is 0. Sine pi is 0. So what should be the x value so that it becomes pi again? Understand the point. What should be the x value so that it becomes pi again? So x value should be pi by 2, so that 2 will be cancelled and it will become sine pi again, so that it becomes 0. So the noteworthy point is that earlier it was getting 0 at pi. Now it will get 0 at pi by 2 only. If it would have been sine 3 pi, then it will become 0 at pi by 3 only. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now before moving on, y is equal to sine x. This is the graph. Okay, I hope everyone can see the graph. Y is equal to sine 2x. Just notice one thing, that in the original graph of sine, this was 0 and this was 2 pi, this was pi. Okay. Sine x was getting 0 at pi, but sine 2x is getting 0 at pi by 2 only. So pi and pi by 2, it means it is getting divided by whatever is the a value. Similarly, if I write y is equal to sine 3x, let us see these two together. So now the original cycle was from 0 to 2 pi of sine x. The red graph is of sine x and the green one is of sine 3x. You can check that between 0 to 2 pi, instead of one cycle, now there are 3 cycles. It was getting 0 at pi. Now it will get 0 at pi by 3. Means that x is getting divided by a. Whatever is the a value, it will get divided. Is it clear to everyone now?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir. It's clear now.
So we can conclude that over here, if it is f of 3x, like you can say
Yeah.
that f is any general function. And what we discussed for sine as an example, it will be applied for all functions. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So since it is f of 3x, can I say that the x coordinate will be divided by 3? That's why the new coordinate will be minus 1 by 3, comma 4.
Yes, so this is what I always used to get confusing. So just to clarify, in the third one, right, when it's like a vertical stretch, only the y value gets affected. The x value remains the same, right?
Yes, yes.
And in the horizontal stretch, only the x value gets affected. The y value remains the same, right?
It's the same.
Okay, so I got it now.
Okay. Everyone else, is it clear? Rajvi, Rishan, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's see the next one. The point lies on the curve. State the coordinates of the image of point P on curve f of minus x and minus fx. You can treat them as f of ax and afx. Okay. So if this thing is clear, that what was the difference between f of ax and afx, then you can very easily make out that what will happen in this and what should happen in this. Can anyone tell me? For the first one, what will happen?
It's a horizontal stretch.
It is not stretch because now the coefficient is 1 only. So it will give you the same graph. But if you look at that, can you see that? Okay, let me follow the same logic. What I said just now only, that x coordinates will be divided by a. In this example, a is minus 1. So my x coordinate, if I just divide by a, it will be minus 3 by minus 1. That will be 3 comma minus 4. So can you see that the x values are getting reflected? What does that mean? If I show you with the help of graph of sine, so let's say this is the graph of sine. Okay. This will work. This is the graph of sine, and I can name it as y is equal to sine x, and exact horizontal reflection is the graph of y is equal to sine of minus x. Okay. So I can conclude over here that when it is f of minus x, it will be a horizontal reflection. This you don't have to learn because you should understand this x by a thing, what we discussed before this question. So you can very easily make out that this minus 3 will be divided by minus 1. So that minus 3 will become positive. Means whatever was there in the negative, it will come to positive and vice versa. So it is a horizontal reflection. It's like a lateral inversion. Do you understand what is lateral inversion? Like how the ambulance is written. That is an example of lateral inversion.
Oh yeah, yes, I understood.
Okay. In physics, last year in reflection of light, okay, there were few letters which do not undergo lateral inversion. Okay. The horizontal reflection of A will be A only. But if you will make the horizontal reflection of S, it will be like this. So the children who are suffering from dyslexia is not a disease, okay? First of all, be very clear with that. Dyslexia is not a disease. It is just a mental condition in which people see the letters or they perceive the letters in the laterally inverted form. With practice, it can be improved and it can be removed, okay? I have my own example. I used to write 2 like this. Okay, only 2. No other letter, no other number. Okay. And my mom, like, you can just imagine, this is like a story of 27 years back. Okay, when you will learn to write 2, when you are in KG or nursery. Okay, right now I'm 30. So this is a story of 27 years back. My mom used to just give me a notebook and she used to say that you have to just write 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 like this, so that I have a habit of writing 2. Okay. But the funniest part was after writing so many 2, after some time I used to write 2 again like this. Okay. And I have been scolded a lot of time because of this thing. Okay. But I got to know this when I became older and I knew about this dyslexia. Okay. It is shown in that movie Tare Zameen Par. So if you have watched that movie, it is a very good movie. Okay. So this can be improved. Now you can see that I used to write 2 like this, but now I know it is like this. Okay. So the letters which undergo lateral inversion are what we are discussing with f of minus x. Coming back to the topic. Okay. And minus of fx means what? The whole y value is having extra minus sign. So if you have a look at this coordinate, minus 4 will become positive 4. So the below values will come up, the above values will come down. It will be like that. Is that clear? Okay, so can I just conclude that f of minus x is reflection in x-axis and minus fx is reflection in y-axis. Now, mostly the problem of every student is that whatever discussion we did, no one will remember that. Everyone will try to learn this thing. And eventually in exam, you'll forget again.
So also like the way we looked at it before is also the same, right? Because since the x value remains the same, if we do it
Yeah.
like according to that, also it'll be the same thing.
Yes, it is the same thing. Okay. So though I am writing the conclusion, but I am strictly saying no need to learn it. Okay, you should be able to do it on the spot, that whether it will be reflection in X or Y. Have that type of understanding. Okay, if you want, you can watch this part of the video once again to understand that. Okay, we are moving on. We are done with the question. Just to write the answers again. For the first one, it will be 3 comma minus 4. For the second one, it will be minus 3 comma 4. That's it.
So I'm confused. For the first one, wouldn't it be reflection in y axis?
Okay, why? Reason?
So because we're going from -3 to 3. Um,
Okay, I'll tell you the positions of the points, then maybe
okay.
you'll understand.
Yeah.
Minus 3 comma minus 4 is over here, and 3 comma minus 4 is over here. So on the y-axis, we are at the same level. Are you getting? But you just had a 180-degree flip, 180-degree horizontal flip. Okay, I'm using this word flip because nowadays we have that option in editing, photo editing, or in camera also you can flip your photo. Okay, so there are two types of flip. One is 180-degree horizontal flip. So horizontal flip, if you want to see the function behind that, it will be this. This will create a horizontal flip. If you want to create a vertical flip, the function behind that will be y is equal to minus fx. Okay, ultimately that feature is enabled with the help of some mathematical function only. So if you'll go to the developer, he will tell you this only. Okay, and if you become a developer in future, you will use the same thing. In case if anyone wants to. Is there anyone who likes programming languages or coding?
So I'm learning that as a skill, but I don't know if I'll do it as a job. But yeah, I enjoy it sometimes.
Do you
I'm
like it
thinking,
or not?
yes, sir.
Okay, then it's okay because I am the one who hates it now also. Okay, I don't like coding any of the programming language.
So
There's like a
same.
peacefulness that comes with it, though. But yeah,
Mhm. Maybe the teachers were not that good. They were in that way that, oh, this you should know, this you should know. And I was like, I don't know this, I don't know this. So
yes,
that,
sir.
No, sir, it's not like that. Even I don't like it. So
No, but like our teacher that we got in the old school, he was really good. So I think that also plays like a role into it. Like if he didn't
yeah,
teach that one, I probably wouldn't have taken this.
like teacher definitely plays a very important role because in physics also, grade 11 physics was very poor when I was in grade 11. Okay, all mechanics and everything what I taught you. But then when I went to Kota, over there teachers were altogether different. Their approach towards the subject was very different than my school teachers. And over there, the difference was created. Okay, let's move on to the question. Next question. Now, before solving it, let us just revise the transformation. Y is equal to fx plus a is what type of transformation?
We'll move to the left.
I want answer from everyone. Raghav, Rajveer.
so it'll be a vertical shift.
Okay. Raghav.
So agreed, vertical shift.
Okay.
Vertical shift upwards because they have specified positively, and over here that's what it means.
Yeah. So it will be a vertical shift. Rishon, why did you think that it will go there? Left. You possibly compared this thing with this.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So how you have to understand, it is fx plus a. In the value of fx, we are adding or subtracting something. Fx is what? It is y. So y plus minus a means vertically it will go up or down. Okay. Next one is, be quick. What type of transformation is this?
So that's a horizontal shift to the right.
Left.
Left, no. I got confused in my head too many times. I said minus, plus, minus, yeah. Left.
Look, left and right is actually not important over here because they are just saying b is a constant.
Okay.
Okay, so depending on the value of b, it will decide, like we can decide whether it will go left or right. But in
Yes.
general, how do we know that? Let's say instead of b, we have 2. So f of x plus 2, you have to just put x plus 2 is equal to 0. You'll get x is equal to minus 2. Everyone knows where this minus 2 will lie, to the left or
Yes.
to the right.
It's gonna lie to the left.
To the left only. So the graph will shift to
Left
the
side.
left. This is how you should know. You should understand. Okay. Next one is CFX. What type of transformation is this?
A vertical stretch in which the
Vertical
y value
stretch.
is going to
Yeah,
be multiplied.
good. It will be vertical stretch, and depending on the value of C,
The y value is going to be multiplied.
finalize whether it will be elongated or it will be compressed. It will be diminished. Okay. If the C value is fractional, let's say
Yeah.
if it is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, then the amplitude will go down by that factor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. C can be anything, but depending on the value of C, we will finally decide. We'll finally conclude. And the last one is f of dx is f of dx
So horizontal stretch.
horizontal stretch. Correct. First answer. Point P is given in the question 3, 2, and they have given the map point also. So 3, minus 5. So from 2, you are going to minus 5. What you should
Minus 5 minus
do it?
2, so minus 7.
You should add minus 7 to it.
Yes.
Okay. So that will be the value of A, minus 7. Okay, the value of A will be minus 7. Next. That 3 became minus 1.
Yeah.
How you can make 3 as minus 1?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. Okay, minus 4 means we can say that the value of B will be minus 4.
Minus 1 minus 3, so this minus 4.
Achha, will it be minus 4 or plus 4?
So it'll be minus 4. Oh, no, wait.
This is interesting. Okay, you should always cross check. I hope everyone is clear with the question that how to decide whether it will be plus 4 or minus 4. What you will do, instead of thinking like this, you can just do this. X is equal to minus B is the point, is the value through which we will be shifting that coordinate. Okay, so my original coordinate is what? 3. So 3 minus B is equal to minus 1. 3 minus B is equal to minus 1. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So value
It
of B
will
is actually 4.
automatically give me the value of B as 4.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the ways with which you can just escape from making small minor mistakes. If you write minus 4, 0 marks for that. Okay. No one will understand your emotions and how much you know. So this is how we lose marks on such questions. Okay. Despite of knowing the fact, slight errors can make us score 0. Okay. So follow this approach. It is safe. Next.
So is C 1/2?
Yes. If you look at the y coordinate, it is 1. It is becoming half of 2. Half of 2 is because of C. Because all values are getting half. I just told you now only that depending on the value of C, whether it is 1 over something, like whether it is between 0 to 1 or more than 1, we will decide whether it will be elongated or it will be diminished. Okay, the last one.
going to be 1 by 3. No, just 3.
So the value of d will be 3 because the x coordinate is divided by, if you remember, I told you it will be x divided by that. So x divided by that is giving me 1. My original value was what? 3. I'll put it over here. I'll get the value of d as
1,
3.
3,
Okay.
sorry.
D will go there, x will be 3, so d will be 3 only. Okay. So time for writing the final results. Let's say if x comma y is the coordinate, this is the very important part of the whole question and whole concept, whatever we have discussed. If I have y is equal to x fx plus a, how this x and y will be changed?
So the y will just be plus the a value.
X will be x only and y will become y plus a.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, if it is f of x minus x plus a can be anything. Okay. Right now we're just, if it is ax and if it is afx. Okay. We'll write for all 4 possibilities. Okay. So for x plus a, what will happen? What should be the new coordinate? The original coordinates were x comma y.
So it'll be x equals to minus a.
X, this will give me x is equal to minus a. It means my
Yeah.
all x values are shifted by a units to the left. How that
Yeah.
shift can be done? When I'm writing this x as x minus a, comma y. Okay. If you will compare them, these are very contrasting, that over there it is plus, here you are writing minus. So what we can say, the advice is don't compare these two. Okay. How we are getting that is altogether a different thing. Okay, so no need to compare that. Directly you can get the x value like this, and then whatever is your coordinate, you can just add that value. Right now it is minus a, so x minus a will be my new coordinate. Next, because of f of ax, what will be the new coordinate?
So y will remain the same,
Y will
and
be the same. Okay,
and the x value will be divided by a. Or would it be multiplied by a?
x value will be divided by a comma y. Okay, and the last one. Last one will be x comma ay. That a is multiplied with fx, means a will be multiplied with all y coordinates. Now, if the value of a is, let's say, 1 by 3, so accordingly it will become y by 3. So you need not think on that. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on Saturday, there's a small clash of timing of one of my... Okay, so in this question, the diagram below shows graph of y is equal to fx, the 2 mark points A and B. Let me make it bit bigger. Okay, so initial part, assuming everyone have read it till now, okay, there's nothing in that. You have to just see the graph and these 2 points A and B. In the separate diagram, sketch the curves with equation f. Okay, so I should wait. All of you. Fine. So for drawing the graph, what we need to make sure that these points which are given, they should be properly shifted. Okay. The shape of the graph will be exactly same. So just do the shifting properly. If it is f of x minus 1, then I will solve it. X minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. It means that all x values are shifted by 1 unit to the right. 1 unit to the right. So this minus 1 comma 5 will become 0 comma 5, and this 3 comma minus 3 will become 4 comma minus 3. So my new graph will look somewhat like this. Other points, you need not show them exactly. Just make sure that the graph looks like exactly a replica of the previous one, but it is bit shifted. Okay, so this will be the graph of first part. Then the second one is f of x plus 3. X plus 3 means it is a vertical shift. Vertical shift means minus 1 comma 5 will become minus 1 comma 8 because it is plus 3, and 3 comma minus 3 will become 3 comma 0. So the point will be over here 3 comma 0. So the graph will be somehow like this. Same graph. I have drawn all three in one only. Please don't do that in exam. You should draw them separately. Okay, just understand that how it has to be drawn. That's it. The maroon one is for the vertical shift, 3 units up. The blue one is for the horizontal shift, 1 unit towards the right. Any question, anyone?
No, sir.
Was there any part where any one of you was struggling? Okay, on each diagram, give the coordinates of the images of A and B under the given transformation that we have done already. On the graph of y is equal to f of x plus a, the image of one of the two marked points has x coordinate of 2. Okay, f of x plus a, the image of one of the two marked points has x coordinate of 2. So find two possible values of a.
So it's part of the previous question. So I think,
It's part of the previous question only.
yeah, so then
You can read the question again. Okay, they are asking the possible values of a. Now what you have to understand is a and b are what? A and b are already given, no? Point A is minus 1 comma 5, while B is 3 comma minus 3. Okay, transformation is x plus a. X plus a means x will be equal to minus a. Okay, on solving. So basically minus 1 minus a gives me 2 comma 5. Why 2? Because the question says has an x coordinate of 2. So x coordinate is already 2. So that made my task very easier. I have to just write it down in the form of an equation that minus 1 minus a is equal to 2, and that will give me the value of a. Okay, so from here when you will solve, you'll get the value of a as minus 3. One value is done. And how it is done, if there is any doubt to anyone in this, please ask now only.
so is it minus 3 or is it
It's minus 3. And if that is clear, then try the next one. Now they're saying that x coordinate is 2. X coordinate is 2 means it will become 2 comma minus 3. So what should be the value of minus a in that case? So you can do the same thing. It will be 3 minus a is equal to 2. And a will be equal to 3 minus 2. That is 1. So the next value of a is 1.